Future millionaires, what's going on? It's your boy Danny back with the 7th episode of the Millionaire Mindset Podcast. Today we have a TikToker, pretty much a TikTok star. She just got verified, is close to hitting 600K. It's Kelly Salpeter. Now let's go talk to her now.
Hey, Danny.
Kelly.
What's good?
Just chilling. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, so I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just got a few questions for you. If you want me to skip any, let me know. If you want to add any, let me know. So, first things first. So you just got verified on TikTok. Congratulations.
I did. Thank you.
So happy for you. So I mean, let's go back to the starting days that got you here. So why did you start TikTok, and when did you start TikTok?
So I started TikTok. I started watching TikTok in like about December of 2019, leading into like January of 2020. And I just started watching videos up until March. And then I got sent home from college. So when quarantine hit and I had to stay inside for a while, I was like, I need a creative outlet to kind of, just let myself go a little bit, have some fun. And I was like, why don't I just start making videos? And so originally I was just doing it for myself and my friends, just have a little fun on the app. And then I started gaining a bit of traction. And I was like, this could possibly lead me someplace. So around March is when I started really creating content.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like, did you have any goals when you were early on? I mean, I know you just said that you did it kind of as like a joke at the beginning, but did you have any early goals that you have, and like how have they changed since you've gotten bigger?
So originally it was kind of just like a thing for me to, have fun with my friends and kind of goof around on, but there was always like that inkling, like, oh, like what if, like what if I could, get big? What if I could get verified? That would be so cool. And that actually became a reality, and I'm still in shock from that. Goal wise, I really just wanted to be happy on the app and create content for people to enjoy. And I feel like I'm accomplishing that.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So as I just said, you got verified, which is awesome. I see you have like your plaque in the background. Is that for verification, or is that for hitting a goal?
So one of my friends, when I hit 500,000 followers, got me a plaque to congratulate me, and it was very sweet.
Okay, I didn't know if it was from TikTok itself, but that's still definitely cool. No. So, for as far as verification goes, did you kind of see it coming? And like, how did you feel when you got it? What was your first reaction?
I didn't see it coming, just because there are so many creators who, in my opinion, have so much more content and so much better content than I do, that are so much bigger than me, that still aren't verified. So when I got verified, I was pretty much in shock, actually. It happened in the middle of the night. So I woke up one morning and I, just went on my phone as usual, and I saw the blue check next to my name. I'm not gonna lie to you, I screamed loud enough for my suite mates to come in and see if I was okay.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely wonderful to wake up to and to see, and I will never forget that moment.
Glad to hear that. So how does that make you feel TikTok wise? Does that make you more motivated, or are you just happy to have it?
I'm just happy to have it, because it's just been ever since I started getting traction, it has been a goal of mine. It's like, what if I could get verified? I think that'd be great. But also I realized that with that verification comes a little bit of power, kind of, and I feel like I can make a real difference with the verification, because I can use my platform for good almost, and help other people out. And that's one of the main reasons that I'm sticking with TikTok and doing what I'm doing, is to help other people.
Absolutely. So I was looking through your account, and one of the main reasons I noticed how you gained so much traction is the Uncultured Parent series. And I noticed how, I don't know if it was the first one or not, but one of them has over 25 million views, which is absolutely incredible. Something that everybody wishes they could get. So just tell me like your thoughts leading up to making that video and that whole series, and just your reaction on that one video alone.
Yeah, sure. So I started the Uncultured Parents series basically from real life events. Actually, I'd be up until 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just on my phone, laughing out loud from TikToks. And my parents would, I'm 19 years old, but my parents would come into my room and they'd be like, get off of TikTok, go to sleep. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, why don't I just take that and throw it into a video? Because I'm a very authentic person when it comes to TikTok. I'm not really into creating fake content or anything like that. So I was like, why don't I take my real life events, put it in there and see what happens? And that gained a lot of traction. And I would say that video was one of the first bunch I made that hit 25,000 views. I'm sorry, 25 million views. I was in shock, and my mom was actually in that video as well, and she'll never let me live it down. She's like, yeah, I helped you get to 25 million. But it's also great to make that series with my family and with my friends as well, because I get to include it with people I love being around and people I love in general.
Yeah.
So, and I also just have a really good time making it, and I've been changing it around a little bit so I get to include my followers, and I really have just overall had a great experience from it.
Yeah, I noticed whenever I see your videos, you do different ones. Whether it's, I saw voice cracks today, I saw do it but without yelling or something like that, which I love. But was there one that like really set it off for you to just kind of notice like, hey, a lot of people are commenting ideas. Why don't I just pick one of them?
Yes, so on my account, I'm very much in the process, or not in the process, but I'm very much facing towards, I want this to be a PG account, a family friendly account, something that people of all ages can enjoy. So that's why I'm not putting any curse words on my account or anything inappropriate. So there are some sounds that go around on TikTok that do have those, and I try to put those on my account, but change up the content so it doesn't include those words. And there was one about, there's a joke about who put the muffins in the freezer. And I was like, I really want to use that, but it has a word in it that I do not want to promote on my account. So how can I change this and put it on my page? So I ended up doing it in a way where my mom walked in and said, Kelly, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. Why are you screaming about muffins in the freezer or something like that? And I realized that I can create new trends on TikTok, or I can take trends on TikTok and create them into my own type of thing and put them on my account in a way that is family friendly and PG.
That's awesome. I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear that like you're using your content for good, because a lot of people they start out doing bad things just to get clout, but you're doing it very authentically and like originally. So that's something I can definitely like respect.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Well, this is kind of like a side note, but are we gonna expect an account from your mom soon? Is she gonna
My mom actually does have an account. She's like, don't promote me, I don't want it. She like just posts random stuff, like
Yeah.
her like food videos. She does triathlon. My mom's absolutely amazing, and I will always like think of her like that. And
Yes.
she's like, don't promote my account, it's ridiculous, but like I always tag her and stuff, and so hopefully she'll get big too.
That's awesome. Have you like seen anybody doing the same like uncultured parent series from you? And like how's that made you feel? Like just seeing your like making an impact?
So I have seen some users do the same Uncultured Parent series as me, and how does it make me feel? I am over the moon about it. The
Mm.
fact that I created something on TikTok that other people look up to is astounding to me, and I will forever be grateful for it. And it's also something that I authentically made and something I enjoy making. And I absolutely love watching my followers, create their own little differences, and just them looking up to me. Somebody like I could be a role model for somebody else is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So segueing into like our next topic, are you cool with talking about Boost Bus for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
So that's how I met you, through Boost Bus. For those who don't know, met through her through Boost Bus. So just tell me how you got like into that, because for me personally, you helped me out a ton. Like you're kind of like one of the big mentors in the group, you and Julian, just because of your following. So I appreciate all the help that you've given me and just
Of
commenting on the
course.
videos, because it feels great when people say like, "Oh, verified creators comment on your videos." And I'm like, "That's my friend Kelly." Like, it's cool to be friends with verified creators. Like, it's really sick. So it's like, how does Boost Bus help you, and what do you hope to get out of it and give?
So, kind of what I was saying in my last answer, that I can be a mentor and people can look up to me in that sort of way is absolutely amazing. And I love the ability through Boost Bus to be able to help people who have not even less followers than I do, but maybe just a little less information or a little less experience on the app. Help them get started and help push them up along. As long as your content and your approach on TikTok is something that I believe in and something that I truly understand, I am more than happy to help you accomplish your goals. And if I can even help in a minuscule way, I consider that a win.
Certainly. Yeah, you definitely helped us out a lot. I know you always respond to the questions that we give, so we appreciate your help from all
Of
of us.
course,
Um,
anytime.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I was able to make connections with you and other people through Boost Bus. So
Hmm.
um, and also just like segueing off of that, do you have any advice for like people that aren't in Boost Bus or just like want some help to grow their account in general?
Yeah, so what I would say is it is vitally important to create content that you believe in and content that you are happy with. Because if you start segueing off into something that you don't necessarily believe or something that doesn't necessarily make you happy, that's when your content doesn't become authentic. And it could start getting stressful like that, and it could really make a big impact on your life. And I realized that a little while ago, prior to getting verified, that I need to create content and I need to do TikTok however I feel helps me and makes me happy. And it's really important that everybody thinks about that. And also think about what you're, in regards to growing, think about what your viewers want to see. If you see a video on your page that blew up, or not even blew up, got a little more traction than the others, go off of that, create a series off of that, see what your followers want to see, and then do a lot of outreach. Comment on your followers videos, go comment on new people's videos, reach out to people. That's the only way. The worst possible things that happen is they say no, and then move on. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I think you have to be confident in yourself and you have to be confident in what you're producing.
Absolutely. Um,
Hmm.
so like I noticed that like you're very like vocal on your page and like you like to like respond to comments and stuff, which is like super cool.
Hmm.
Have you noticed that like you've gained like any growth from commenting on other people's videos or commenting back and stuff like that? Or have you done like follow for follow things?
I haven't done follow for follow things, but actually, I'm gonna take that back. In my previous, prior to getting kind of big on TikTok, maybe like 5,000 followers and under, I did do follow for follow things. Um, Follow for follow things are funny. I would say if you believe in them, do it. However, watch what you do, just because, like I've been emphasizing this entire time, you have to believe and you have to agree with what other people are posting. And follow for follow things can be funny. Somebody can follow you and then post things that you may not accept or may not believe, and then you may be in a little sticky situation.
Yeah, right.
So that's what I would watch with follow for follow things. Could you repeat the first part of your question?
Have you gained any reach from, promoting or not necessarily promoting yourself, but just commenting on other people's videos and on followers' videos?
Right, right. Okay. Commenting on other creators' posts, I actually have reached a lot of different niches and a lot of different people as well, just because a lot of creators have specific audiences that they post towards. So I post towards a PG audience, a family-friendly audience. However, there are some creators that, aim towards a different audience, which is completely fine. It's their prerogative. However, when I post on their accounts, like in a comment section, I will get responses or I will get likes from different audiences, and then they'll come check out my page and be like, huh, that's this verified person, or this person is commenting on somebody I watch. Who are they? You know what I mean? And that's kind of how growth works. And not even for a verified person in general, just any any post.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Hmm.
and like along with that, do you have any strategies that you notice gain more followers? I mean, I know we talked a lot about creating the series, but people have very like in-depth hashtag strategies. What time are you posting at? How long are your videos? Do you have anything like that?
Sure. So what I do is I actually watch when my followers are active on my account.
Mhm.
So I created the TikTok Pro account. So it shows me all my analytics and stuff like that. So what I do is, let's say it's a Tuesday, I'll go back to my analytics from the Tuesday prior, and I'll look at the times that my followers were most active. And it coincides with real life. So my followers were most active around 3 or 4 o'clock, which realistically people get out of school around 3 or 4 o'clock or get off of work around then. So that's why they're on TikTok and my viewings go up. So I'll post around 2 o'clock or I'll post around 4 o'clock when I know people are active on TikTok. And then those videos will kind of linger on throughout the night as more people come on after eating dinner, let's say around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And then I notice that my views drop around 9 or 10 o'clock, realistically, when people go to bed. So it's very key to watching your analytics. And that has definitely helped. So if I post a video, let's say at 3 a.m., when most of my followers are probably sleeping, it's not going to do as well as my videos when I post around 3 p.m. when everyone's up, around, out of school. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So
Hmm.
definitely just like kind of making it like a real life thing, kind of like taking it
Yes.
out of the social media aspect. Definitely.
Yes.
Um, So I know you are at college. Just kind of like how that's been like through quarantine and just like has college helped you out with TikTok in any way?
Yes, so I started my page in about started creating videos in about March of 2020. And at that point, we were all sent home because of quarantine, and my classes were relatively simpler just because everything was online. So I had more time to really think out TikTok and create videos. Moving through the summer, I was working, so I also was doing TikTok. There were a couple weeks where it was a little difficult just because of, outside commitments and stuff like that. But it's life; things happen. And then coming back to school this year, my classes are some in person, some online. It's really just about time management and planning out when you can do what and being realistic about it, because I can't make 20 videos a day that have the same content and the same type of content that I want on my page. It's really just creating those good videos in the amount of time that I have. And it's also about being creative. If I keep doing the same thing over and over again, I necessarily myself might not be happy with that. But if I can be creative and kind of move off of that a little bit, that's something I've been looking at doing.
Definitely. Um, so like with TikTok, like a lot of people like kind of rediscover themselves. Did you always know that you were like a very creative person or like funny and like kind of outgoing? Because like that's
Yeah.
how I feel as like your supporters would see you as.
Oh, thank you so much. I've always considered myself a very outgoing person. When Vine was a thing, I was like, what if I did Vine? I just feel like I was a little young at that point and a little immature to kind of do that from an authentic point of view. And that Instagram, I've always been on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, even. I feel like that's like all my mom does, but yeah, I've even been on Facebook. And when TikTok came out, I was like, what if this is the time? Let me just do it for kicks. And it ended up really working out for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, going on to like social media and stuff, I noticed how you started posting more on like Instagram and just like Instagram Reels as well.
hmm
Do you see any potential on those accounts? And are you trying to grow them, or is that just kind of just a experimentation, seeing what happens?
So originally, Instagram was just, as one does it throughout school, you make an Instagram account, you post to your friends, this and that. Originally, it was just for people to see what I'm up to. Now I've gained about 10,000 followers on Instagram in the past 4 days, I would say. I posted one Instagram reel that was a TikTok I originally made. And it's currently, I think, around 15 million views.
My God,
So it blew my account up. I'm about 18,000 followers right now.
really?
So yeah,
I'm
so
just
that
looking.
blew my account up.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking 18.7K. I remember I followed you like 2 weeks ago when you had like 5K. So that's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I
Sick.
Instagram definitely took off.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to make Instagram Reels an entire thing. I'm mainly focused on TikTok. However, I will take my TikTok videos and I will put them on Instagram Reel just for that additional outreach.
Yeah. Um, so I mean, has your TikTok grown with that Instagram growth? And like what follower count are you at now? If you don't mind me
Um,
asking.
of course. So I would say that actually my Instagram has grown because of my TikTok, not necessarily the other way around. Um, the platforms are very different though, and that's something that I need to remember. TikTok, I started on TikTok as a creator. On Instagram, I started as this was just something I was doing on the side. I had, a private account where only my friends could view. Now I'm public, and anybody who wants to look at my page can. Again, I'm most likely just going to be sticking with TikTok and posting my reels on there on the side.
Okay, that's cool. So like with the 15 million view video, like as you probably know, the algorithm on Instagram is practically broken and it's very difficult to, gain traction from that. So was there anything that you did like special for that video to make it go how it did or yeah.
So what that was one of the I think that was the second Instagram reel I posted ever. So that I think I just got lucky with that one, if we're being honest. But what I did do, I kind of had a thing I was doing with it. I went onto my TikTok and I was looking at the videos that when I say went viral, I mean hit 1 million views or up. And then I took that video and I posted it on Instagram Reels just because I was like, okay, if it did well on TikTok, maybe it'll do well on Instagram Reel too. I went to bed one night, it was like at 370K views, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I woke up, it was at like 3 million. And I did like a double take on my phone. I was like, what? I gained like 2,000 followers overnight. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I wasn't expecting that at all, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
So
usually I have a slight inkling on when a video is going to do well, or if it's going to do well. I would just posted that for fun to, just to try it out. I'm always about trial and error, see what works, what doesn't work, and it worked.
yeah, definitely. So as we were talking, I kind of noticed how you continuously like you started as like a joke like TikTok, but then you started seeing it as like a business opportunity and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I guess like my kind of question is, so do you just think you have a natural talent for social media, or do you think you gain luck off of those platforms? Because for me personally, like I noticed that TikTok is very easily to gain traction from. You can get views very easily. But from what you're telling me, I mean, even on the Instagram algorithm, which is broken, you're still doing huge numbers. So do you think that you have a talent for it?
Um, I would consider myself a very extroverted person, somebody who likes to be out there. I would love to have my name known. I like to not necessarily create controversy, but I like to I like to get things started. And I think with all of that combined, throwing that into social media is like the perfect storm. And I think that I do have a knack for that just because I'm like this in my real life and I take my real life and I put that on my social media. I'm a very authentic person. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I take my real life and I put it everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna. So what was your follower count right now?
On TikTok,
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah.
I can do that a quick check for you.
Okay. Because last time I saw it was like a little under 600K. I don't know if that went up.
So right now my TikTok following is at 761,760 followers.
Crazy. Wow.
So that went up just a
Yeah.
bit from uh, when you previously saw it.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something that I'm working towards. I'm definitely putting more like effort into my content, stuff like that, putting out more videos and different videos. So it's cool to
Hmm.
like have people that are close to me that inspire that. So
That's
thank you
amazing.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like when I see your content and the Boost Bus content, just like it inspires me, because like I have the perfect resources right here. Like I'm literally talking to a person who gets millions of views on the daily. So like it's awesome to have
Oh,
that sort of
thank
connection.
you.
Of course, yeah. And you are like very authentic with like everything. So like you're not like fake over social media and stuff, which is something I definitely appreciate from like a personal perspective.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. So did you have like a first wow moment, like where you were like, whoa, this is like actually a chance?
My friends keep me very humble. I could tell you that right now. When I hit 10,000 followers, they were just like, they're giving me some words about it, and they're my friends because what are you gonna say, like, oh my gosh, you're famous? Like, that's not it. um my first wow moment was when my friends were actually like, oh my goodness, like, you are everywhere. Like, I had people I'm in college and I have people from all around New York who were texting me saying, why are you on my For You page? Or, you're on my For You page and you have 1 million likes. Like, what happened? I thought you were
Yeah,
just on my club softball team. Like, this is wild. And I would say when people started recognizing me that I knew, that was pretty much my wow moment.
yeah,
And when my friends started, saying like, wow, this is actually
yeah.
something.
hmm Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any people that you don't know that recognize you, like supporters or fans or stuff like that?
So I haven't seen anyone like in person that like a fan or supporter that's recognized me. However, I have created videos in like certain places and I'll get DMs on the side and be like, wait, that's the shopping center I shop at all the time. Like, how did like I know that place. Or I'll have people be like, I've been to that store before. It's just funny to know that people know where I am and can see it from my videos.
Absolutely. So I mean, along with like all the support, like people will like obviously give you hate. So do any people, like necessarily hate on you or like talk down about your stuff, and just how do you deal with all that, and just advice for kids who are dealing with that same thing?
Yeah, so there's always going to be people who don't believe in your content or really just have something to say about it. And again, I'm a very blunt person and I'm very straightforward. I don't really appreciate hate, but I also don't let it get to me just because I know in reality it doesn't matter. It's just words over the screen, and I know myself and I know my worth, and I really don't let hate get to me. For other people, that may be a little difficult, and I completely understand that, because there was a point in my life where people were saying things and I really let that get under my skin. But it's really just about growing confidence yourself and believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And once I really got my confidence growing and I started believing in myself, the hate really just brushed it right off.
Definitely.
But besides the hate, I have an overwhelming number of supporters who
Absolutely.
just like, there are people tackling the hate for me. And I'm not saying that I need people to go fight my battles for me. That's not what
No,
I'm saying at all. But I'm just saying, before I even say anything, there are people that are already defending me in everything.
absolutely. Yeah,
And
and
to
like
know I
whenever,
have followers like
yeah,
that is wonderful.
yeah, and whenever I see a hate comment, I just think they're already below me or they're already behind me. So that's why they're talking behind my back. So you
Exactly.
just gotta kind of put into perspective. Who are these
Of
people
course.
really, and they're just being insecure. Um, so I hear you have merch coming out. You've been talking about that on your videos. That's like sick.
Yeah.
Does it kind of feel like surreal? Because like,
It
yeah,
really, really does. To be able to wear my own name, that's gonna be wild. Just to walk around my campus, to walk around my hometown wearing merch that I designed. First of all, I designed it, so it's
wow,
something that's authentic to me, and it's designs I believe in. And if people don't like it, it's not the biggest deal. It's my first round. I'm excited for it, and just to know that I have merch out there is just something. Ever since TikTok became like a thing for me and something that realistically could be a future,
yeah,
um having merch out there that has my name on it is gonna just add to the mix.
yeah, definitely. And I'll absolutely cop up on that once it drops. I will
Thank
wear that
you.
for sure. So like in college, are you like necessarily studying anything that would help you with TikTok, like as far as like business or communications, or are you just kind of doing something different?
So I actually am a communication major, which
Okay.
greatly ties into all of my TikToks. I've been taking this one class. It's called Media and Journalism. And I cannot tell you how much I've taken from that class and applied to my TikToks and seen an upward trend in my views, in my comments, and everything. Actually, I've been learning all about, how audiences react to posts. I've been learning about the technical parts of my posts, like camera angles, things like that, things I've been doing. Now I know what it's called or how to do it a little better. And I've also been speaking to my professors and professors around campuses, around my campus, and asking what can I do differently, this or that. And they've been giving me suggestions. And it's very nice to know that I just have a team of people behind me
Mhm.
who support me and are helping me in every aspect.
Absolutely. And well, obviously, I assume you're like, how have your future plans changed as far as like when you didn't get up like big on TikTok to like where you are now? Have your future maybe job choices changed or perspectives on anything changed?
So I've definitely had the thought of, what am I going to do with my life? I'm a sophomore in college, so I need to figure that out relatively soon, but I
Absolutely.
also do have a bit of time. Um, I'm a little undecided right now just because I'm at a funky spot. It's like, could TikTok take off? Could I be doing something big with social media? Potentially, yes. But also, if I don't, I also need to have not a backup plan, but just, another idea of what I want to do with myself. So I'm
Yeah.
very torn right now between what am I going to do? Like, I would love to collaborate with other creators and just do things like that. But
Mhm.
realistically, staying safe with COVID, is that something that's feasible right now? I
Right.
don't know.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit of a toss up,
Yeah.
because, and I have time to figure this out. So I'm not necessarily too stressed. It's just something I've been keeping on my mind a bit.
Yeah. I know like every creator's dream is to like fly out to LA and like, join a content house and stuff like that. Have you ever like
Mhm.
kind of thought about like doing that, taking the more mainstream approach to getting big, or do you think your way is working? You know,
I think for right now, my way is working for me pretty well for what I'm going at, because I'm a full-time college student as well. So what I'm doing is, a lot of work on top of college. And then like, I'm on Dean's List right now. So staying on Dean's
wow.
List is something very important to me.
Hmm.
And so doing college on top of TikTok is a bit stressful sometimes. And then if I'm going to throw in the fact flying out to LA, going to collaborate with all these creators, like that may put a little blip in my college life.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it is something I need to think about. Would I love to do that? Absolutely. Is it feasible right now? I've been thinking about it. I'm not exactly sure. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's something I need to grow into. It's something I need to think about. And as I mature and as I grow on TikTok, it's something that I think will come to me.
Definitely. And, with getting bigger on TikTok comes sponsorships and stuff like that. Have you seen a lot of sponsorships being thrown your way? Have you accepted most of them or denied any? And just talking about sponsorships.
Sure. So I actually have been having a really good number of sponsorships coming my way, and I take sponsorships extremely seriously. Actually, I want to make sure that the products I'm promoting and the things I'm promoting on my page are something that I believe in. And I think doing research on the company or research with the company for the sponsorship is very important. So let's say a company reach out to me. Like I'll give you an example. A company reached out to me once, product looked great, person was super nice, and I went and just went on their website, looked around a little bit, and their political beliefs didn't necessarily coincide with mine. And I'm not saying that everybody's political beliefs do need to coincide with mine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. However, is that something I want on my account? Not necessarily. So I declined that offer, and um, it was nothing to do with the people, it was nothing to do with the product, it's just something I have core beliefs in,
Hmm.
so I didn't necessarily want that on my account.
Yeah,
Other sponsorships that have come my way, that I have accepted, I really endorse the product, and I don't just endorse it because they're sponsoring me. I endorse it because I enjoy the product and it's something that I believe could really help others.
definitely.
Mhm.
Um, so, I mean, we were talking about expanding on social media. Back in, I believe it was August, everybody was very scared with the Trump TikTok ban, and that had a lot of creators worried about what their next steps were. Were you nervous during that time? And I know a lot of people switched over to Triller. Did you ever give that a try?
So I was told to actually switch over to Triller, and fun fact, I still had my Triller account from like 2016 when that was like the big thing. I don't even remember what year it was,
Yeah.
but I tried to type in my email, and they were like, "This email's already been used." I was like, "What?" So I had to figure out my password. It was just funny to see that. Yeah, I was extremely worried actually. And at that point, I only had about 5,000 followers, maybe anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000. So it's not like I was huge, but I was in the mindset of like, oh my goodness, like this is kind of becoming something. I don't want to lose what I already have. And it was very nerve-wracking because I was at the point where I was like, I really enjoy this and I don't want to see this go down the drain. And so when it didn't get banned, I kind of had a lot of hope for the future. And that's when I started taking it more seriously.
um, yeah. So, um, YouTube next. All right. Have you ever thought about creating a YouTube channel? I mean,
So I actually do have a YouTube channel, and the only reason as of now I do have a YouTube channel is to just take my videos and have them somewhere safe to store them.
absolutely.
And that's really what I've used YouTube for. People have been subscribing to my account left and right, actually. I believe I'm around 800 subscribers. I don't personally post on YouTube. Have I thought about it? Yeah, but again, it's a lot of commitment, and it's something that if I'm going to do, I'm going to do 100%. I'm not going to do 50%. So I do need to have the time and the resources to do it.
Mhm.
Coming maybe this winter when, I'm taking a break from school, maybe I will post YouTube videos. It's just what I'm prioritizing in my life.
Yeah. I noticed you mentioned that you only had around 5,000 or 10,000 in August. Um, did you really see like a huge growth spike in September and October? Because I wasn't here to see the earlier stages of your
Mhm.
success, unfortunately. So,
So I'm actually going to rephrase that. In August, I had more than 5,000 to 10,000. I'm thinking I meant to say back in about June, but
okay.
around June, July is when I had a significant spike in followers because I had a video that video that hit 25 million, and that day I had a following of 71,000 people followed my account, and it was completely shocking. And from there on, it steadily increased. I would say my main following months were June, July, August. I came to college with about 400,000 followers. I'm almost at 800,000 now. So took me about almost a semester to get another 400,000. I'm not necessarily so concerned with followers. Again, I'm very much about putting out content I create and that other people will enjoy and what I enjoy as well. Followers coming along, fantastic. I love it. However, I'm not so much like follow me now, like this, that, this.
Yeah.
I'm very relaxed with it.
Mhm. Yeah. So like seeing social media as a career, I know we talked about that might be an option for you. Have you ever
Mhm.
considered getting a management team? I know a lot of bigger creators or even creators that may be a little smaller than you have been getting management teams, managers, stuff like that, agents. So have you ever thought about
Mhm.
getting something like that?
So I have thought about it. I've actually been reached out by a few management teams, and I've been seeing what they have to offer. What I've found is that I'm doing a lot of the stuff that they'd be doing, and right now on my own, but they'd be taking a certain percentage of what I make,
Yeah,
and I kind of just need to find the right team that will offer me what I need and that I'm okay with. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I'm not saying anything against the management teams that have reached out to me. They've all been lovely people, and they've all been people that I currently still talk to today, even if we haven't decided to work together. However, I'm just looking for the right team to accommodate with my needs and take things that I need into account.
yeah, definitely. So, when thinking about a team, what are your main things that you want to have in your team? Is it support? Is it opportunity? Just stuff like that.
I really want to have like-minded people. I want to have people who are on my team that think like I do and have the same support towards me that I would have towards others. And again, I'd like very authentic people. I'm not anyone who's beating around the bush, somebody who's real, you know what I mean? Not somebody who's fake online, excuse me. And I'm just waiting for the right moment. Again, I'm perfectly happy with how things are going myself. It is a little stressful at times, but you know what's life without a little
Yeah,
stress?
definitely. So the creator fund has been something that's been like very controversial for a lot of people. Even in the Boost Bus team, we talk about it all the time. So,
Mhm.
what's your experience with that? If you're cool with talking about that.
Sure, yeah. So I joined the Creator Fund, and within about 2 days, I left the Creator Fund. Um, I noticed that as soon as I joined the Creator Fund, my views dramatically dropped. I'm not saying anything against the Creator Fund. It could have just been bad luck. However, my videos could not hit 10,000 views to save my
Wow.
life. And usually I get upwards of 100,000 views per video. So when I couldn't get 10,000, I was like, okay, something's a little funky. And I left the Creator Fund. My views staggered a little bit, and now they're slightly back. They're pretty much back to where they were, if
Mhm.
not a little better, just because I've increased followers since that time.
Yeah.
The Creator Fund wasn't for me, and I'm okay with that. I've heard people who have had wonderful experiences with it. I've heard people who have had very different experiences with it. For me, I've decided to stay out of it just because I noticed a little weird trend on my account. But for those who enjoy it, I'm happy for them.
Yeah. And a lot of people also recommend doing live videos on TikTok. I know you've been live a couple times, and I appreciate you
Mhm.
shouting out my account.
Yeah, of
But
course.
does that help you out at all? Like, do you think that going live makes you get more followers? And what's up with that?
So I've actually have a little system for when I go live. I go live when I see that my videos have hit the For You page or when I presume they've hit the For You page. So let's say I post a video and I keep refreshing and it jumps up 200 views per 2 seconds. I'm like, okay, my video is definitely getting around right now. So
Yeah.
I'll go live when that's happening because I know myself if I'm scrolling around on the For You page and I see a funny video, I look over and I see the account is live. I'll be more than happy to just jump in. I want to see who this creator is. I want to see who created this content, and if what I'm doing kind of is the same thing other people are doing, I expect more views, and I also have been getting more views when that happens. So when my videos start really jumping, I'll hop on live for a little bit, talk to everyone, and I just I have a good time with it. Again, I'm doing it just for myself and for my viewers, nothing really more.
Yeah. So my next question is a little bit of like a fun question. So what is one thing you would have told your past self about growing on TikTok? What's something that would have made it a little easier or funner for you?
Oh man, what if I could tell myself? That's a really good question. I stressed a lot in the beginning about just I need another follower. I need to just hit this point. And I think one thing I would tell myself is just don't worry about it. It's not the biggest deal in the world. And I think I'm in this mindset right now, and I've emphasized this throughout this entire time. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm creating content that makes me happy. And there was one point that I was creating content that I didn't necessarily enjoy, and that was really giving me a lot of stress and making me a little frustrated. I
Yeah.
wish I could go back and tell myself, just do what you enjoy, do what you want to do, and everything will be okay in the end.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I've been
Hmm.
struggling with that. Like, do I want to post content that's trending, or should I post
Hmm.
something that I actually believe that is like good content? So
Hmm.
yeah. So before we wrap this up,
Sure.
just like tell me your future. Do you have any future TikTok and social media plans, or just plans in the future that you want to tell everybody, or you know?
So as of now, I'm thinking I'm almost finishing up my first semester of this year of college. So I'm going to be home for about 2 months, really nothing to do. So I'm planning on focusing big time on TikTok,
Mm,
devoting a lot of my time towards that. Future plans, would I love to take a trip to LA, create content with other content creators? Of course. I'm trying to figure out if that's a realistic thing to do right now, and also if that's a safe thing to do with COVID and everything.
yeah.
And again, that's one of my main priorities, keeping myself safe, not only myself, keeping others safe as well, and making good decisions. So this coming winter is going to be filled with a lot of new content, a couple changes, and I'm gonna kind of take things as they go and see what happens.
Absolutely. So that's gonna wrap up the interview. Once again, I thank you so much for like all your help, being so
Yeah, of
authentic,
course.
for being real. To all my guys who are watching this isn't fake. This is a Kelly that I've known for the month that I've known her, and I'm glad that we've been able to get closer and that you'll be able to help. And I'm excited to get closer in the future through social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having me, Danny.
of course. But before we wrap up, can you just drop all your
Mhm.
socials that you want everybody to follow, or talk to your,
Yeah,
about your
sure.
merch?
So my Instagram and my TikTok is Kelly Salpeter. So you just have to type in Kelly Salpeter, you'll find me. Also, my YouTube is Kelly Salpeter. My Snap is K Salpeter. Feel free to add me, snap me anytime. Um, I'm kind of good about responding, but I'm also not on Snap all the time. My merch is dropping November 10th. I really enjoy the design, so I hope everybody does as well.
Mm,
And yeah, that's about it.
awesome. Well, thank you for coming on, guys. If you like this, please drop a subscribe. Also, drop a follow on the Instagram at the Millionaire Mindset Podcast. A follow on the Twitter at the MM Podcast _, and follow my TikTok at BBIGTASTY. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Thanks so
Bye,
much for
Kelly.
having me, Danny.
Thanks for coming. Bye, guys.